Most people over 60 have heard this advice. Drink milk to keep your bones strong. And while milk does provide calcium, relying on it alone is one of the biggest mistakes seniors make. The truth is, there are many other foods, some you eat every day. Others, you might not expect that are just as rich in calcium. Many are easier to digest, more flavorful, and can fit naturally into your meals. Here's something surprising. 1 cup of cooked kale contains nearly as much calcium as a glass of milk. And a small handful of almonds, a snack you might already enjoy, delivers a healthy dose of calcium that supports bone strength and reduces the risk of osteoporosis. Why does this matter? Because getting enough calcium right way doesn't just protect your bones from fractures. It also keeps your muscles strong, helps you stay mobile, and supports the energy you need for walking, exercising, or simply playing with your grandchildren. Strong bones mean more independence, more confidence, and more freedom to enjoy life. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 calcium-rich foods that naturally strengthen bones after 60. Some of them will surprise you, and by the end, you'll know exactly how to add them into your daily meals without the need for complicated supplements. When most of us think about calcium, the first food that comes to mind is milk, and that makes sense. Milk is one of the richest and most reliable sources. A single cup provides around 300 milligrams of calcium, nearly a third of what adults over 60 need each day. Yogurt goes even further. 1 cup of plain, low-fat yogurt delivers about 415 milligrams, and it has probiotics that may improve digestion and help the body absorb nutrients more efficiently. Even cheese, in small amounts, can be a powerful source. Just 1 ounce of Parmesan contains roughly 330 milligrams of calcium. The only caution here is moderation, since cheese also carries sodium and saturated fat. But calcium isn't just locked inside dairy products. Nature has tucked it into plenty of plants as well. Take kale, for example. 1 cup cooked has about 100 milligrams of calcium, plus vitamin K, which plays a critical role in bone metabolism. Broccoli, though lower at about 60 milligrams per cup, adds something unique. Vitamin C, which helps the body produce collagen, the protein framework that gives bones their strength and flexibility. The real advantage comes when you combine these foods. Calcium from dairy is very well absorbed, but leafy greens bring in fiber, antioxidants, and extra vitamins that dairy doesn't provide. By pairing a serving of yogurt at breakfast, a side of kale or broccoli at lunch or dinner, and perhaps a small piece of cheese as a snack, you're covering a wide nutritional base. It's a simple, balanced way to meet your calcium needs while supporting your bones with other essential nutrients. When people think about calcium, they often stop at milk and vegetables. But some of the most powerful and surprising sources of calcium are foods you might not immediately think of. These everyday staples not only add variety to your diet, they also bring extra nutrients that work hand in hand with calcium to strengthen your bones. Let's start with almonds. Just 1 ounce, about a small handful, provides around 75 milligrams of calcium. But almonds also contain magnesium, which helps regulate calcium balance in the body, and protein, which supports muscle strength. Together, they make almonds a smart snack for bone health and overall energy. Next is soybeans and soy products, such as tofu or fortified soy milk. Half a cup of firm tofu prepared with calcium sulfate can deliver up to 250 milligrams of calcium, which is nearly as much as a glass of milk. Soy also provides plant-based protein and isoflavones, compounds that may reduce bone loss after menopause. This makes soy an especially valuable option for older women. And then there's one of the best-kept secrets for bone health: sardines. A small can of sardines with the bones left in contains more than 350 milligrams of calcium. That's almost 1/3 of your daily needs. Sardines are also rich in vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, both of which support calcium absorption and protect against bone thinning. For those who enjoy fish, sardines offer a nutrient package that's hard to beat. What makes these foods so special is their combination of nutrients. Almonds bring calcium plus magnesium. Soy delivers calcium plus protein, and isoflavones. Sardines provide calcium plus vitamin D and omega-3s. By including even a few servings of these beyond the obvious foods each week, you build a diet that doesn't just add calcium, but actively improves how your body uses it. So, the next time you're planning your meals, think beyond milk and broccoli. A handful of almonds, a serving of tofu, or a can of sardines could be the small choices that make a big difference for your bones. Sometimes the best sources of calcium aren't exotic or expensive. They're the everyday foods. Sitting right in your kitchen, these staples may not seem impressive at first glance, but they provide steady amounts of calcium along with other nutrients that support bone health. Take beans and lentils. A single cup of cooked white beans offers about 160 milligrams of calcium, while chickpeas and lentils provide slightly less but still contribute. What makes them especially valuable is their combination of calcium, magnesium, potassium, and fiber. This mix doesn't just strengthen bones, it also helps regulate blood pressure and digestion, which are key concerns as we age. Next, consider oats. While oats themselves contain only modest amounts of calcium, usually around 80 milligrams per serving, they are often fortified in breakfast cereals or oat milk. More importantly, oats provide soluble fiber that supports heart health and helps stabilize blood sugar levels, making them an excellent base for a PT, senior-friendly breakfast, especially when topped with calcium-rich nuts or fortified milk. Another simple but powerful option is oranges. One medium orange contains about 60 milligrams of calcium, but the real advantage is in fortified orange juice. A single glass can deliver 300 milligrams of calcium, equivalent to a cup of milk. Oranges also supply vitamin C, which the body uses to produce collagen, the flexible protein framework that bones are built on. The beauty of these everyday foods is how easily they can fit into a normal diet. A bowl of oatmeal with almonds for breakfast, a chickpea salad for lunch, and a glass of fortified orange juice at dinner can cover nearly half of your daily calcium needs without supplements. And you're not just getting calcium, you're supporting heart health, digestion, and immune function all at the same time. So don't overlook the ordinary. By consistently choosing beans, oats, and citrus fruits, you can give your bones the calcium they need, while also nourishing the rest of your body in simple, affordable ways. If you're finding this helpful so far, take a quick moment to support the channel. Tap the like button. It really helps more people over 60 discover these tips for stronger bones. And I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to calcium food? Drop it in the comments below. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Wellness so you never miss simple, science-backed guides to healthy aging. Learning about calcium-rich foods is one thing, but the real question is, how do you bring them together in a simple, balanced routine that fits your life? After 60 pounds. The good news is you don't need complicated supplements or strict meal plans. By combining a few smart choices each day, you can easily reach your calcium needs while enjoying food you actually like. Let's start with breakfast. One of the easiest options is a bowl of oatmeal prepared with fortified milk. That's about 300 milligrams of calcium right there. Sprinkle in a handful of almonds or chia seeds for another 70 to 80 milligrams, and you've already covered nearly half of your morning requirement. For variety, swap the oats for yogurt topped with fruit and a spoonful of nuts. Yogurt adds 400 milligrams, giving you a strong start to the day. For lunch, think about building around greens and beans. A chickpea salad with kale or broccoli on the side combines plant-based calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K. A cup of chickpeas gives around 80 milligrams, while a serving of kale adds another 100 milligrams, all in a light, refreshing meal that is easy to digest. If you enjoy fish, a small can of sardines on whole grain toast is an excellent option, delivering more than 350 milligrams of calcium, plus vitamin D and omega-3s. When it comes to dinner, balance is key. A simple lentil soup, paired with a side of steamed vegetables, like broccoli or spinach, can add another 150 to 200 milligrams of calcium. For dessert or an evening snack, a glass of fortified orange juice or a small piece of cheese can round things out. Just that glass of juice provides 300 milligrams, while 1 ounce of Parmesan cheese adds 330 milligrams more. If you follow this kind of daily pattern, breakfast rich in dairy or fortified foods, lunch featuring beans and greens, and dinner with fish, legumes, or fortified juice, you'll naturally reach the recommended 1,000 to 200 milligrams of calcium per day. And you'll do it with variety, flavor, and nutrients that work together to keep not just your bones, but your muscles, heart, and immune system strong. Remember, consistency matters more than perfection. Even if you can't include all these foods every single day, rotating them throughout the week still builds a strong foundation for bone health. When it comes to calcium and bone health, there's a lot of confusion. Let's clear up a few of the most common myths. Myth 1. Milk is the only way to get strong bones. Not true. While milk is an excellent source, many non-dairy foods provide just as much calcium and often with extra nutrients. Kale, almonds, tofu, and sardines are just a few examples. If you can't tolerate dairy, you still have plenty of options. Myth 2. The more calcium you take, the better. That's also false. Your body can only absorb so much at once, usually about 500 milligrams per meal. Taking more doesn't mean your bones will get stronger. In fact, too much calcium from supplements may increase the risk of kidney stones. It's better to spread calcium-rich foods across your meals. Myth 3. Older adults shouldn't eat nuts or seeds because they're hard to digest. Actually, nuts and seeds like almonds and chia are not only safe but extremely beneficial. They provide calcium, magnesium, and healthy fats. For easier digestion, choose nut butters, ground seeds, or soak them before eating. The bottom line, strong bones come from a balanced approach, getting enough calcium throughout the day, pairing it with vitamin D for absorption, and including a variety of foods, not just one source. We've covered a lot today, so let's take a moment to bring it all together. Strong bones after 60 don't come from one single food or a pill. They come from variety, balance, and consistency. Dairy foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese remain excellent sources of calcium. Leafy greens such as kale and broccoli add calcium, along with vitamin K and vitamin C. Beyond the obvious, almonds, soy products, and sardines deliver unique nutrient packages that boost both calcium and absorption. And everyday staples, beans, lentils, oats, and oranges quietly add up to cover the rest of your needs. If you include even a few of these foods daily, you can easily reach the recommended 1,000 to 200 milligrams of calcium per day. And you're not just protecting your bones, you're also strengthening your muscles, improving balance, and supporting your overall health. Here's the key takeaway. You don't need complicated supplements or expensive powders. You just need to make smart, consistent choices at the table. Strong bones mean more independence, more energy, and more freedom to keep doing the things you love. Whether that's walking with friends, exercising, or simply playing with your grandchildren. If you found this guide useful, please like this video, subscribe to Senior Wellness, and share your biggest takeaway in the comments below. Your feedback helps us create more simple, science-backed videos designed just for you. Thank you for watching, and here's to stronger bones and a healthier, more confident you.